I knew she only had seconds and not minutes. And it was like God had control of my hands at that time.
Day 2 of testimony gets underway this morning in the trial of Daniel Riley. Mercedes McKay walks us through what happened, including powerful testimony from Janae Edmondson's father.
A neighborhood taking control of its own security. What Gravely Park neighbors will learn and discuss at tonight's safety meeting.
Temperatures cooling down as we head into the weekend, but more rain develops tomorrow into Friday. We'll time out how much is on the way.
It's their first raise in decades. How much more St. Louis public school teachers will be making thanks to a new contract?
Everyone's a photographer now. Everyone's taking pictures.
Out with the new and in with the old. The cameraman supporting a retro resurgence in Mylou.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Right now we're focusing on the skies high above Suisun Park. By the way, the park is free. It has a farm with all the working animals there too. Plus you could do some fishing, but right now we're just welcoming the sunshine onto the St. Louis area. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, March the 6th. I'm Randy Knott.
And I'm Michelle Lee. We just want to say thanks for joining us, including those of you who might be catching us on 5 Plus this morning. We know that our weather first meteorologist, Anthony Slaughter, has been busy really the last couple of weeks with this up and down
weather's
weather.
all over the place.
Yeah, all over the place.
Yes, it has been. In fact, today will be decent. While it won't be overly warm, it will be above average like we've had through most of our winter. That beautiful sunrise over downtown and all Missouri and Illinois basking in some sunshine. Now, the clouds will continue to clear away. We had showers yesterday. Those are clearing away as well. Some of us south in Perryville and Carbondale, you did have some rain overnight, but that is clearing away as well. You do need a jacket or sweatshirt out the door this morning. Numbers have fallen back into the low to mid 40s, even some 30s there in Warrenton, 39 degrees and 40 in Chesterfield. We'll all end up today in the 60s with mostly sunny skies all day long, so do enjoy. More rain hits tomorrow. We'll talk about the timing of that coming up. Let's get over to Paul Cook and say good morning to him. Track some traffic this morning. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Anthony. Yeah, we've had a little bit of a dicey morning already with a serious accident in Illinois. Edwardsville now been moved aside, but another one where there is construction and volume, and that's 55 northbound here at Carondelet, a word we say a lot when we talk about construction. And now you have a 2-vehicle crash there. The other icon you see on our big map, not much going on there, but there is a stall on the side of the road, 270 westbound at Dorset. Other than that, we're just checking volume in other areas and trying to see if we got anything going on. Look, you can really see us flying along here, 270 at Marshall. Another take of traffic coming minutes away.
Breaking this morning, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is dropping out of the presidential race. She made the announcement less than a half hour ago. Now, the move paves the way for former President Donald Trump to receive the Republican nomination. We'll have more on the Super Tuesday results that led to Haley's decision coming up in about 15 minutes.
This case is about an utter disregard for the value of human life.
Prosecutors set the tone in the courtroom yesterday, arguing Daniel Riley was reckless when he hit 17-year-old Janae Edmondson and critically injuring her last February. Now, his defense claims there's another person responsible.
Our Mercedes McKay joins us now with some powerful testimony from Janae's dad. Just hours before the trial is set to get underway again. Mercedes?
Rennie and Michelle, it was an incredibly emotional day inside the courtroom yesterday. And just hours from now, day 2 of the trial against Daniel Riley will continue here at the Carnahan Courthouse. The first day of this trial, well, it was filled with a lot of firsts. It was the first time we heard from Daniel Riley's defense team and Janae Edmondson's father, James. During the opening statements, Riley's attorney told jurors from the moment police got to the scene, they focused on him and not the other driver who T-boned him. Prosecutors focused on Riley's recklessness when he sped through a yield sign downtown, striking another car, and then pinning Janae between a parked car, costing the 17-year-old her legs. James Edmondson was walking back to their hotel with his daughter when it happened and talked about how his military training took over. He saved his daughter's life with a stranger's belt.
And my mind actually went from father mode to military. And when I looked down and saw her leg was severed, and I knew she only had seconds and not minutes, my mind just kind of blocked everything out. And it was like God had control of my hands at that time.
Jurors also heard from the other driver, a witness, and responding officers. Now, dozens of family members and friends were inside the courtroom to support Daniel Riley. Janae Edmondson was not inside for the first day of testimony, but she is expected to be the last person to take the stand in the prosecution's trial. Live in St. Louis, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
Thank you, Mercedes. This morning, a historic pay bump is on the way for teachers at St. Louis Public Schools. The double-digit raise is the largest that they've seen in nearly 20 years.
Our Sydney Stallworth is joining us from near Compton Drew Middle School with more on just how much teachers can expect to see in their paychecks and also when, Sydney.
Michelle, Rennie, that's exactly right. You know, in just a couple of hours from now, the American Federation of Teachers and St. Louis Public School District officials are going to be meeting to discuss this landmark agreement. Both parties approved the contract about 12 hours ago. Let's get right into it and break down how much more money SLPS teachers are going to be making. So these raises are going to take effect on July 1st of this year. They'll see a 7% raise, followed by an additional 5% raise in the 2 years to come after that. That totals 17% in 3 years. Special education teachers will also get a bigger bump, a total of 22% over 3 years. Other employees represented by the teachers union can expect at least a 10% increase over the course of this deal. Now, the goal is to offer more competitive salaries to attract new teachers and retain the ones they already have. One education consultant says that's key after years of pay freezes and very small pay bumps have caused frustration in the education industry across the country.
The surrounding states have significantly higher teacher pay. So while it sounds significant, it's trying to rectify a situation where teachers in Missouri, and particularly in urban areas like St. Louis, have been underpaid.
In a joint statement, the American Federation of Teachers and St. Louis Public Schools said in part, quote, this agreement not only ensures stability in the classroom, but will also be a tool in retaining our current teachers and staff and attracting high quality new applicants. This is a great backdrop for a story on the continued nationwide teacher shortage and what's being done to combat it. Now, low salaries for teachers, let me tell you, not a new issue when it comes to Missouri schools. I'm going to break down where the Show Me State ranks in comparison to the rest of the country during our morning rush out. That's in our next half hour. But for now, reporting live in West St. Louis, I'm Sydney Stallworth, 5 on your side.
Thanks so much, Sydney. 3 hours from now, a new downtown St. Louis license office will open. It'll be at the corner of 14th and Pine near Soldiers Memorial. The old office at City Hall closed in May of 2023 because of funding and staffing shortages, if you remember. The new license office will be open weekdays from 9 to 5.
A reminder this morning for everyone living on the Missouri side of the Mississippi River. There will be a statewide tornado drill happening today at 11 this morning. Now, normally we hear the sirens being tested on the first Monday of every month, but it's Missouri Severe Weather Preparedness Week, so the drill is taking place today. You are being encouraged to stop what you're doing when you hear the sirens and then get to a safe place. And Anthony, once again, we need to reiterate the fact that it is only a drill today, but it is a very important one.
A drill that you should practice. You know, we always hear the sirens, and I know folks just hear it, and it's kind of just in the back of your mind. You just go about your day, continue working. But today, take the time to think about where you would go if you're in your work, your business, or even if you're at home, because today we're talking tornado safety, a big one here in St. Louis. We're no stranger to tornadoes any time of year. We've had some very large ones come through the bi-state, so you definitely want to make sure you brush up on your tornado safety. So where do you go in the event of a tornado warning? You're at home, maybe cooking dinner, you hear the sirens, maybe the kids are outside, you want to get inside. Now, this is the structure of your home, right? I've marked the areas where you don't want to go in red with a big old X. So you've got your bedroom, of course, usually you have a little window there. The garage, you might think it's safe, but it's an exterior wall. You want to go to the interior portions, perhaps the hallway, stairs underneath them, and the basement. Always the best place to go in the event of a tornado, and of course if you have a storm shelter. Bus stop forecast today though, nice and dry. Temperatures cool to start. We'll talk more about this week's weather and rain that actually develops tomorrow. That's coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thanks so much, Anthony. Today, Gravois Park neighbors will meet to discuss safety, what caused the community to unite and take control of their own security.
The Super Tuesday results are in, and it looks like history will repeat itself. Voters across the country share their concerns over a Trump-Biden rematch.